Welcome to another round of my little guitar demo series. Today I'm not doing a guitar demo. Today I will talk a little bit about effect pedals. You know, most of us guitar players can't live without effect pedals. While it is nice to have a nice guitar, a nice amplifier, a tube amplifier preferred, and to play it very dry, original, natural state, there are a lot of situations where you say, I need something for my song, or the song needs that, or this specific sound, or this specific effect. And there are also the delay addicts like myself. Typically I always play with delay. I can't live without delay. So, and as some of you probably already know, you can run into little problems with effect pedals if they are not set up correctly for the purpose they are intended for. I will talk a little bit today about what my experience is, how you should set up your effect pedal chain. This is also true if you only have one effect pedal. Typically, you set up your effect pedal like that. You have a guitar, you have a cable, you go with the cable into the input jack of the effect pedal, and then from the output jack of the effect pedal into your amplifier. This will typically work all the time, but the sonic results will be sometimes disturbing. For that you know what I'm talking about, I'll give you a simple example. I have prepared a little Boss Octave pedal. It's the Super Octave OC3, the model name. As you can see here in the detail, I have connected my guitar with a cable going from the guitar into the input of the OC3, and from the output of the OC3 I go into the input channel of my amplifier. In this case, using kettner tubemeister 36 tube amplifier. And I have selected the clean channel with both pickups selected. I use a Telecaster because it's a very common guitar, and you can hear some stuff you can easily overhear if you play, for example, with a Gibson Les Paul with humbucker pickups. So listen to that. You hear that already. It's not really a perfect tone, isn't it? It's an octave tone. It's okay if we're doing a jam, but it sounds somewhat dirty. It becomes even more dirty, of course, when I select the crunch channel. Select the crunch channel now. Sounds somewhat broken, isn't it? It's an interesting sound, but muddy, not well defined, broken. It turns worse if I now increase the gain here. I select another channel, it's the high gain channel of this amplifier. A little bit more noise coming up. Sounds like that. As you heard, the sound is somewhat muddy. It's yeah, the character of the guitar is not coming through, really, isn't it? Can be any guitar in the moment. You would never hear the Telecaster sound. And while this sound may be useful for some productions, in general, guitar players are striving for a more defined sound. And the solution for that is you use the FX loop of your amplifier, if your amplifier has an FX loop, but most amplifiers, also older tube amplifiers, come with an effect send and return in one or the other way. Yeah, now listen to that. You can hear the character of the guitar more coming through, isn't it? And it sounds somewhat not so muddy, not so dirty. You hear more guitar while the effect is still very prominent and warm. And if I switch here back to the clean channel, it's cleaner, isn't it? More nuances coming over from your guitar and from your playing. This is something you have to keep in mind when you set up your effect pedal chain, your signal flow, because I come across every now and then guitar players which obviously are fighting with their sound, and then I look on the floor, I see the effect pedals, and then I look how the guitar players did set up their effect signal flow, and yeah, most of the time it is like that. They go from the guitar, the cable, directly into the effect, in the first effect, then through other effects, and from there directly into the amplifier. I recently saw a guitar player who had connected his wah-wah pedal using the FX loop of his amplifier. I looked there, thought to myself, poor guy, because this is very wrong. You should not connect a wah-wah pedal with the FX loop. Of course it's a matter of taste, but this is just wrong, because you want that the wah-wah pedal boosts your mid-frequencies and that the pre-stage tubes are tickled with that. Since the FX loop comes after the pre-stage of any amplifier, this can't happen then, the boost, you know. And yeah, another example for an effect you would not necessarily connect via the FX loop would be a chorus, for example. It's also a matter of taste. Think about Robin Trower, for example. This kind of very heavy chorus sound you only get using the direct signal chain, guitar cable into the chorus, into the amplifier. It will smoothen very much if you use the FX loop. Okay, I'm coming to my next example, this time with a digital delay. It's a small stomp box from Digitech. I like that one very much. I use it very often when I do small gigs or something like that. It's always good to have in the pocket. And I have connected it now, from my view, the wrong way. Meaning I go from the guitar with my guitar cable into the input of the digital delay, and from the output of the delay into the input of the amplifier. Using a clean sound and both pickups here from the Telecaster, it will sound like that. You hear that? I mean, it's okay, but something is disturbing me. Something is wrong with how the delay comes down. You know, it keeps the volume too much for my taste. The repetitions. It will become even worse when I now change to the crunch channel here. Playing the same chords. Bad, isn't it? Very muddy. You even can't hear the chords. It just sounds wrong. Becomes worse when I go to the bridge pickup and listen to that. Play with attack, and the feedback of the delay becomes a burden, isn't it? So it doesn't come down. It's because it will be always pre-amplified by the pre-stage of the amplifier, something which isn't happening when you connect the delay with the FX loop, because the FX loop is tapped after the pre-stage of the amplifier and before the last stage of the amplifier. So when you connect your digital delay or other effect pedal for that matter with an FX loop, it will be fed with a already formed signal. It just has to be amplified, and that's the reason why it sounds better. So what will of course sound very bad is if I go now to the high gain. It's just noise, isn't it? It's really not nice. I will first hit here clean that the humming and noise is going away, and I will change the setup for an FX loop signal flow. This means that I will connect my send of the FX loop, my send jack, with the input jack of the digital delay, and go from the output jack of the digital delay into the return jack of my FX loop. Okay, I now start the other way around with a high gain sound. You already hear there's no noise in humming. That's a second effect of the FX loop method. The noise level will come remarkably down. And now listen to that. I have a delay. The delay goes away like it should. So it comes down quicker, and I can hear the character of what I'm playing, and it's way more dynamic, isn't it? So if I switch the pickup now to the neck position, I even can control the delay now with my own attack on the guitar, and yeah, it's the way it should be, isn't it? If I go now to my clean channel, I hope you hear it sounds much finer, and I have a wonderful advantage in this setup with the FX loop. The level of the delay doesn't change with high gain, crunch, and whatever I do here on the amplifier. So it always stays the same when I go with my guitar cable directly into the digital delay or any other effect pedal for that matter and into the amplifier. The effect will change with how I turn the knobs on my amplifier, and that would be bad. When I'm on stage and hit my foot switch of the amplifier, so switch from clean to crunch, I don't want that my delay or any other effect for that matter becomes too prominent, so it just stays the same in the mix. This is guaranteed by using the FX loop of your amplifier. If you prefer the direct chain, you will face the problems and many more, at least some of the problems I did spoke about now. This being said, I think I'm at the end of my little demo for today, and I hope that you probably get one or two ideas for achieving a better sound with your equipment, using all the jacks which are there, you know. Bye bye.